What's up, Ram fans? Welcome back to another edition of CTV Sports. I'm Madeline Davis.
And of course, I'm Leah Cackowski. Here's what we got on tap for you tonight.
Some breaking news regarding CSU's athletic director position.
Along with the usual jam-packed news with lots of female organizations stealing the show.
Including a special feature on our swim and dive team, and later get to know the baseball team's president.
All of that and more right here on CTV Sports, which starts right now. Some monumental news happened on the holiday yesterday as CSU announced the stepping down of athletic director Joe Parker.
Parker is now filling the role as an advisor to CSU President Amy Parsons, while John Weber will serve as interim director of athletics for the time being.
Yeah, this was some pretty big news. I know a lot of student athletes, us ourselves, were kind of shocked by it, honestly.
I was very shocked. I mean, I saw the news on Twitter, I think, as a lot of people did. And I saw, like, people were like, oh, big news, big news. I didn't know what it was. And then when I saw that it was Joe Parker, I was like, oh.
And, you know, change is bound to happen, but we just kind of didn't really know that it was going to be tomorrow. So, yeah, we're just going to have to see what the future.
I was going to say, just see what happens.
See what happens in the future of athletics here at CSU. Love the paint, like the three. A saying that the CSU men's basketball team lives by. And on Saturday, they did just that, defeating Mountain West leader Utah State with a final score of 75-55. The aggressiveness from the Rams was evident from the get-go, as forward Joel Scott put up a quick 7 points in the first 2 minutes of play with a total of 17 on the night. From there, the game was practically over. The Rams outscored the Aggies by a total of 17 points in the first, as well as keeping a level head in the second to put up another 32 points. A much improved second half from the Rams' last outing against the Aztecs. It really all came down to their physicality in this matchup. Not just loving, but completely dominating and thriving in the paint led the green and gold to put up 48 points alone from inside the arc. Out beyond the arc, though, was a different story, with an abysmal 4 for 23 shooting. However, despite the ups and downs, one Ram was able to make history once again. By hitting 2 of Colorado State's threes against the Aggies, Isaiah Stevens now holds the record for most three-pointers made in program history. He also was the leading overall scorer of the group with 18 on the night. But that's not a surprise. He's been crowned first in Rams all-time scoring for a while now. Just another amazing accomplishment to add to all of his accolades. Saturday was an amazing victory nonetheless, but for reasons beyond the court as well. After the game, the team celebrated local cancer warriors with the annual Fight Like a Ram game. And with that brings a lot of perspective.
Yeah, I'll say it really put everything into perspective. You know, people are dealing with other challenges that are way bigger than the problems we have. We're just trying to win a basketball game. You know, so it's really cool to be a part of something like that where you see people fighting real life problems, and just the joy and hope that they still have on their face just makes you want to smile and keep going. So I think it's a really awesome event, like Joe said.
The players were able to meet with the Cancer Warriors and get to know them, as well as wear their names on the back of their jerseys. A truly special moment for the community and those involved. This one now puts the Rams at 20-6 on the season and 8-5 in conference. So Madeline, what do you see going forward with the remainder of the season?
I think this is crazy. If you look at the standings right now, CSU is number 5. They'd be a 5 seed. They wouldn't even get a bye in the first round of the Mountain West tournament. They're ranked 22 in the country.
In the AP poll.
Yes, that is insane.
And we have a lot of really, really big games coming up. Obviously, CSU playing at the Pit tomorrow night. Then traveling to UNLV. We got some games going on tonight as well. You know, San Diego State at Utah State. And we got Boise State as well, and Wyoming's at Nevada. So it's kind of coming down to the wire a little bit.
I just have one question for you.
Oh, of course.
Which game do you personally think is more winnable? Tomorrow at the Pit or Saturday at UNLV?
To me, I feel like if we're going to do it with our momentum, I think we're going to win tomorrow at the Pit.
I think we are too, to be honest. Honestly, I don't know.
And I know UNLV is very competitive. Obviously, the Mountain West tournament is held there at the Thomas and Mack Arena. So that is, you know, brings a lot of emotions too. But I think with the way that we played Enviejas and just how that second half, I think we won it. I think we won.
Oh, we won it, and Nico loves the pit.
Oh, he does, and obviously
that's his favorite.
We have a
place
lot
to
of
play.
kind of connections. Former coach AK is there. Javante Johnson used to go there, so I think we're gonna get this one. But
I think it's gonna be a really good game. I can't wait to watch.
I know, right? Well, a lot can really happen with only 5 games left, so we're just gonna have to wait and see.
What's up, Ram fans? I'm Matt Greenwald. And while I play football here at CSU, I wanted to see how hard each sport really is, and to get to know the other athletes here at CSU.
All right, everybody, we're back for another episode of Suiting Up. Today, we're gonna suit up and put the goggles on while we interview one of our top swimmers and top divers for the Rams.
I'm Josie.
And I'm Lex.
Now, Lex, I know that you're really fast, right? So, what is the fastest time you swam down and back?
A 22.7,
And how far is that down?
50 yards.
So, Josie, I know you're a diver, right?
Yep.
So, how often do you watch nature documentaries on bald eagles hunting to perfect your craft of coming down into the water at a smooth angle?
That's not my go-to.
Who are your favorite swimmers? Who do you look up to the most?
Katie Ledecky and Michael Phelps are my favorite swimmers of all time.
What would you say is your favorite pre-swim meal?
I always eat a bagel before I dive.
Do you guys ever do like the dolphin swim?
We do like a dolphin kick, which is the kick you do for like butterfly, where you like move your hips. Yeah.
And can you give me your best dolphin?
No. I can only do it if I'm diving into the water like a dolphin, like a little like sideways. Yeah.
Okay, next question. So, are there actually lifeguards that like watch you guys swim?
No.
No.
Can you talk to fish or birds?
For sure.
Yeah, I can talk to birds.
I love it. Okay, and do you guys have webbed toes?
No.
No.
Do you wait 45 minutes after eating to do it?
Not like intentionally.
False. It's a rumor. Do you ever play mermaids after practice in this pool?
Sometimes.
Occasionally.
One of our drills are dolphin dives. So we like dive down to the bottom and then we push up off the floor and then we keep doing that the whole way. And I feel like a mermaid when I do that.
That's a dolphin, not a mermaid.
When you're underwater, do you ever think that there's a shark chasing you
All the time.
so that way you can swim faster?
Yeah. They can like come up through the like gutter.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna get up on the diving board, and Josie and I are gonna have a little competition. So she's gonna go, I'm gonna go, and I think I'm gonna win personally. We'll see what she says.
All right, we're gonna see if Matt can do a lineup and a flip today, and hopefully he doesn't smack this time.
How am I supposed to do that? That was impressive. That was good. Oh, my foot, it smacked. Oh, guys, this is gonna be great content, but I'm putting my body on the line. Oh.
So we're gonna race now. We're gonna race 50 yards, and Matt is gonna try to beat my pool record, which is a 23.2.
Take your mark. Go!
He needs a little bit.
It's all about fish. Wow, that is insane.
This week, I put the goggles on and jumped into the pool with swim and dive. I recommend not swimming with a suit on, but I did it anyways, and I had a blast trying out this awesome sport and getting to know these girls. Well, back to you, Madeline.
The men's team weren't the only Rams to get a dub in Moby on Saturday, as the women sent the Wyoming Cowgirls back to Laramie with a final score of 75-70. Similarly to the game in Laramie earlier in the season, this was a close one. You can tell this rivalry runs deep as both teams fought hard to get to the end. The Rams had a dominant first half, but the Cowgirls crept back in quarters 3 and 4. But ultimately, it was the Rams who managed to hold down the fort. It was the Latvian sophomore Marta Lemena who led the team in points with 20. Lemena has really found her footing as she has now racked up back-to-back 20-plus point games. Sitting right behind her was grad student Sydney Meck, who used the 3-ball to earn herself 19 points of her own. It's great to see the Rams still get a dub against a good team without major production from McKenna Hofschild. The Rams have seen their fair share of slumps this season, but head coach Ryan Williams believes his team is on the up, saying, "You want to play really well going into March, going into the tournament. It's kind of come and gone at times this year, but I think the last 2 games, although we didn't win at Vegas, we played well and we played tough." Is Coach Williams onto something? The Rams have 4 more regular season games, 2 at home, 2 on the road. And we'll just have to wait and see if this team can continue their positive momentum to set themselves up for a tourney run come March.
CSU softball competed for the second weekend of the 2024 season in sunny San Diego in the Toronto Classic. The Rams broke even on day 1, losing first to Southern Utah with a close score of 5-3. However, they were able to bounce back in the best style, defeating Eastern Illinois right after. And it wasn't just any kind of win, but a mercy rule victory of 10-2 in just 5 innings. And the best part is the Rams refused to take another L for the weekend. Saturday morning start consisted of the Green and Gold facing the Long Island Sharks, and the dub was definitely carried by senior pitcher Sydney Hornbuckle, only allowing 2 hits. The second game of the day was Eastern Illinois' chance to fight back, and they were unsuccessful, losing to the Rams once again with a much tighter score of 4-1. And finally, Sunday concluded the weekend with a rally win over host San Diego. The Rams were down 3-1 at the top of the 5th, but it's all thanks to freshman Jaylee Wilson for getting the bats alive for the Rams, claiming a double as the first hit of the day. And it just snowballed from there. CSU didn't allow San Diego to score again, taking them down with a final score of 4-3. Wilson took her opportunities to the max in her breakout weekend, being crowned Mountain West Freshman of the Week thanks to her first back-to-back career home runs and an outstanding .571 batting average. Colorado State sits at 7-3 in this early start and get to compete in Austin this weekend before coming back home in the annual Colorado Classic here in Fort Collins.
CSU Tennis hit the road this weekend for a tour of Utah, where they met up with both the BYU Cougars and the Utah Utes. Unfortunately for the Rams, though, it was far from a successful weekend. The first matchup took place on Saturday afternoon in Provo against BYU. CSU fought hard, but ultimately grad student Zara Lennon was the only Ram to leave victorious, leading to her 8th consecutive singles win. With a quick turnaround, the Rams were in Salt Lake City on Sunday for their match against the Utah Utes, where they were hoping for a bit of a better result. But unfortunately, that was not the case, as the Rams were swept in this matchup 7-0. CSU is back home this weekend, looking to rebound against Northern Arizona on Saturday before the CU Buffs come to town on Sunday.
Living with someone you don't know on the other side of the wall is hard, especially if you don't know how to be a good roommate. The first thing that you'll want to do to be a good roommate is make sure that you always stay quiet. Be considerate of others when using common spaces and appliances.
Hey buddy, what you doing?
I'm just gonna need like 40 minutes. Be respectful of your roommate's privacy.
Ugh, my bad.
Finally, make sure that you clean up after yourself. Oh, a fresh toothbrush.
Have you seen my toothbrush?
Follow these tips to get along with your roommates and your landlord.
Welcome back from the break, Rams. If you can recall, last October we chatted with Club Baseball Vice President Bennett Gregory, and this week I met with him as he slides into a new role.
I think something that I bring to the table is just better community. You know, I really like building relationships with kids and being able to talk one-on-one about stuff other than baseball or school. So I think that the team's definitely getting a lot more closer together, and that's going to help us because we have a really good team this year.
Back in October, we talked with Club Baseball Vice President Bennett Gregory.
I kind of just help out with the other items and necessities that we need, such as helping out with Lucas or Bryce Coy with travel and safety.
But now, 4 months later, you could say that he got a bit of a promotion.
So I was the vice president originally when the season started, and unfortunately due to circumstances, our president, Lucas Roy, had to step down. So me and Bryce Coy had to step in. We're currently learning all the processes and information we need to better the club and to be the better presidents that we can be.
While the job has a similar title, the transition hasn't exactly been a soft pitch.
Definitely more responsibilities, more meetings, definitely emails. Just being a leader that everyone can look up to and talk to when they have questions or concerns, as compared to vice president where you kind of just helped everyone out as to being the guy who asks for help. I'd say I'm more of a role model, someone they could go and talk to if they have questions about, school, since I've been here obviously longer than most of the team, with the majority of our team being younger. So just, being a bigger role model and someone that they can come to and with questions and concerns.
Although the transition has been demanding and the new responsibilities can be a curveball sometimes, they aren't all doom and gloom.
Just being able to bond and really talk to the kids that are on the team, being able to build a one-on-one relationship instead of just, only talking about school or sports and stuff, just getting to know people. I think that I bring a big sense of community, just with my personality and openness to talk about stuff. So I think that with the team, being more close together, we're going to be able to go farther with the amount of talent and such that we have this year. So we're hoping to win it all. Yeah.
After a tough loss in Pueblo this weekend, our Rams head south once again to take on Lamar College, where Bennett hopes to turn the tide with his team. This is Nick Ortiz reporting for CTV Channel 11.
CSU men's golf teed off for the first time this spring yesterday at day one of the Prestige in California. Fifth-year Connor Jones shot a 5 under 66 in the opening round to sit in a tie for second place. Rasmus Ehelm and Christophe Bellier helped the Rams as well, each shooting even par 71s. Colorado State is 3 strokes back of Kansas to be in the top 5 and 10 strokes behind of current first place Texas. The Prestige results will be in tomorrow afternoon as day 3 finishes. And well, Rams, we're going to take a short break. But when we return, we'll see how well we can recognize some memorable basketball moments in trivia. So stick around.
After 2 years?
You gotta be kidding me! Okay, no.
Robbie.
Seriously, do you have anything you can use against the dragon?
I can do fireball. That'll do a lot of damage.
Yeah, to all of us.
Well,
We're in a 4-foot group.
I'm sorry. What else do you want me to do?
Okay. Hold on. All right, Wizard. What do you do? Wizard. I don't think I'm into this kind of stuff fully. I can't do it. Hey, I think I'm pretty anxious. I'm just.
No, we can pause this.
We can take
a break.
Let me go get some water.
Give us another day.
Yes, we're good.
What's up, Ram fans? I'm Ella Fredrikson, and for those of you who have seen my face before, I'm so excited to be back. Here at CTV, we love breaking down sports moments second by second. But if I show my anchors some legendary basketball clips, both CSU and NBA, will they be able to answer the question of how that game or play ends? Now guys, how are you feeling about your odds today?
Oh, I'm confident. I am so confident. I'm a big basketball guy.
Okay. I am too, but I don't know. There could be some oddballs in there. I know Ella pretty well, so we'll see.
But, if it's between the years of 2021 and 2023 CSU men's basketball,
we'll be fine.
Dominate.
We'll be fine.
If it involves basketball, I'm not confident.
Well, Nick, Madeline, I've got some bad news for you guys. But with that being said, let's just get right into it. Moment number 1. Keeping it close to home, the Nuggets are down 2 with just a few seconds left. Now, the question is, who ends up taking this game-winning shot? Your options are Jokic, Arthur, Moutier, or Harris. What do you guys think?
Okay, so I feel like the best chance I have is to go with Jokic on this one, so I'm going to go A.
Yeah, no, that's where you're wrong.
She has to go. I'm just joking. I'm just kidding.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna go C. I don't know who the name is, but none of the other names sound familiar, so I'm not even convinced they played with you.
I already know what you were gonna say. That's why I got really excited.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
So logo, it says Pepsi Center. Those Jokic or Harris weren't there, so it's between Arthur and Moutier. You probably know. I don't know. I'm going to say Moutier. I'm going to say C.
Well, that was my answer, so I'll go Arthur.
Just watch the rest of the play and find out, shall we?
Oh my gosh.
So kind of a trick question here. Moutier ends up keeping the ball to throw it up for 3 with arguably nothing left on the clock. Now, I think Leah and Matt knew the answer, but for some reason decided to get it wrong.
The answer.
So Leah is the only one who got that.
No, I got it right.
Sorry, Madeline said C. So C, Moutier is also correct. So 2 points are on the board now.
If you know the answer, just say it.
Yeah, but you can't pick the same answer someone else picks.
Yes, you can. Yes.
Okay, well, I know for the next one.
Okay. So, okay. Well.
All right, now to give Matt a fair shot at answering the question of what he truly believes, let's move into a little bit of March Madness action here. CSU is up 12 in the first half. Huge lead, proving to hold their own against Michigan. Now, what I want to know is what was the final score of this matchup? Your options are 62-70, 63-75, 65-73, or 60-70.
60-70. I feel just looks. I like those numbers.
No, I was there. I saw the moment. This was one of the saddest things I've ever experienced. I saw the moment they knew they lost this game. They had hope in their eyes, and then all of a sudden, it was all gone. It was tragic. I think it was 63-75. That feels right to me.
I think it was 63-75. I have to go with B because I know they were so close, and then the game got taken away from them. So I'm gonna go with B.
Well, those were my. I'm not sticking to it. I'm going 75 to 60. Wait, 65 to 73. I'm going 65 to 73. C.
Okay.
Now, I'm not quite sure what Matt's final answer was, but what I do know is that both Leah and Madeline were correct. Now, like Madeline, I was there, and it was one of the hardest things that I have ever had to watch, but the final score was indeed 63-75. Wolverines led the game. So, unfortunately for the Rams, that one didn't go exactly how we wanted it to, but you guys, what happened with that score? Did you not even watch the game? Nick, Matt, were you not there?
I think that was a little before my time. So.
Oh, I was there. Not at the game, but I was watching. I'm a true Ram. But I don't know. I'm dyslexic, so it kind of threw me off with the numbers.
I just remember it was St. Patrick's Day. It was my freshman year, and we were all wearing green for the green and gold, and didn't work out.
Yeah, I just remember going to March Madness, and that being the first game of all of March Madness. And by being in Indianapolis for 12 hours, my job was done.
Yep. Pretty brutal.
I told you guys, though, if it was CSU basketball between 2021 to 2023, I'd know it.
Did not lie.
Yeah, I was going to say the same answer.
All right.
That's it!
You got to stick with your gut here, Matt. We got to stick with our gut.
Out of green and gold territory for a second, we are going to join the 76ers again for another brutal appearance. Now, watching Kawhi Leonard throw up a dramatic game finisher here, how many times did this shot hit the rim before going in? Your options are 4, 2, 5, or 3. This one's kind of just pure luck. If you know the moment, you know the moment. If you don't, you don't. What do you guys think?
I think it's a little unfair making me go first, but I don't know. Three's the magic number. We'll go with that.
Okay. I'm going to go with 4.
My guess here has to be 3.
Yeah. Well, let me just try to visualize it. I think it's 3, too. I'm going to just go for it. It's
Heck
3,
yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Now, I do agree that 3 is the lucky number, and I do agree that that luck took some guess, but unfortunately for you guys, the correct answer was 4 times. Madeline is just absolutely on fire. Okay, now, did you guys know that moment, or was that kind of one that I threw at you with a curveball?
Oh, I knew it.
Obviously, I knew it as well. I got it right.
I couldn't picture it. I love the Nuggets so much, but I think I have game amnesia sometimes. So.
No, that's what I have too. Yeah.
All right, now I've got one final moment, one final question. This one is a major throwback Tuesday. Okay, CSU throws up a shot with JJ Avila under the net for a rebound. Now, what is his next move? Does he grab the rebound and slam it down? Does he trip and fall, creating a domino effect? Does he start screaming at the referee upset about the call made after the shot? Or does he start a brawl with Air Force? What do you guys think?
You know, I'm a big hockey guy, so I'm going to go he starts a brawl.
I hope he starts a brawl, but I think he's going to scream at the ref.
I think he's going to slam it down.
Yeah, he might.
He's definitely starting a brawl. It's one of our rivals, Air Force. You know, we don't like them. They don't like us. We're starting
I like
a brawl.
that answer.
Yeah.
Now, I really don't want to spoil the answer to this one. I just want you guys to watch what happens after this shot is thrown up, okay?
Yeah.
It is complete chokehold.
There we go.
So angry about the situation fashion. I mean, you don't see that in basketball very often, but when they go at it, truly. I think it is a great way to end off our trivia night. Now, as always, Ram fans, have a great rest of your night. Stay safe, and we will see you next week.